What's up? So if you are tight through the bottom of the foot, you're tight through the back of the calf, you're tight through the shin and through the top of the foot, all of those muscles are connected to the foot, and if you're tight in all those areas, constantly pulling could end up giving you some pain at some point. I've had two different types of foot pain in my life. One of them was through the bottom of the foot, plantar fasciitis, and one of them through the top of the foot. Actually, I've had three because I also cracked my heel when I was super young, so I did have some sharp shooting heel pain as well. But all of those solutions for me caused issues over the years, just compounding. But fixing them also happened by fixing the entire area, not just a small area. Because some people, if you have plantar fasciitis, for example, you just try and fix the bottom of the foot without realizing that the muscles that go through your shin and top of the foot all connect through the same areas, so they could lead to the pain as well. Moral of the story here is that regardless of where your pain is in the foot, if it's at the bottom, if it's at the top, if it's from the ankle, whatever, fixing the entire foot and the entire ankle will be your solution because everything connects to everything. So fixing first the bottom of the foot for me was a big toe stretch. Now I can take all of my weight onto my toes. I have my knees off the ground and I can sit here in a stretch and I'm strengthening and it feels fine. But when I first started this, I couldn't even go like this. I had to use assistance and gradually start loading the bottom of my foot because it was that painful. So you can start at any level and build to any level, just like any of the other movements that we do. So that's stretching the bottom. This is a long-term solution. Then we take the approach of also building strength there too, right? So stretching the calf looks like this. You can see it. This calf connects to the Achilles connects to the back of the heel issues connect to the bottom of the foot. Everything connects to everything, so we want to build everything. Knee over the toe stretches the calf. Then at the top, you're strengthening the calf, of course, but if you're pushing through the toes, you can also strengthen the feet. It's all about your intent. If your intent is to be lazy and just get through the motions and don't really pay attention, then you're not going to strengthen your feet. But if at the top of the rep, you take the time to really push through the ground and grab the ground with your toes, you're going to feel it at the bottom of your foot. And if you have weak bottoms of your foot, you probably never felt this before. So just start doing your reps by pushing your toes through the ground, and you will strengthen and stretch the bottom of your foot to the point where it can build to literally any level that you want. And surprise, surprise, we take the exact same approach on the front of the ankle, stretching and strengthening. You're looking at the full stretch that we're building to. All of our body weight is on top of the ankle, flush on the ground. I'm getting a stretch through the shin, through the top of the foot, because this tibialis muscle, which is your shin muscle, runs from the outside of your knee all the way down to the front of your foot. So if you actually can sit on your heels like this, your tibialis is going to be stronger and more mobile than anyone else that can't do this, which means you're more protected at the foot. So this is the stretch that we're building to. Again, just leaning, it's the exact same progression as the bottom of the foot stretch, just leaning back more and more as you get more mobility. And then we also take the approach of strengthening with a tibialis raise, and I want to go on a side angle here to get a point across, but lifting the toes off of the ground and then lowering back down. Now you can see where this is connected, because if my shin was weak and my calf was tight, then I wouldn't be able to lift my feet as far off of the ground, which means I wouldn't be able to strengthen my shin as much. So that's why lengthening the calf like this and building strength in the tibialis like this is connecting to the foot on both sides. So building both is the best solution regardless of where your pain is. Now, tibialis raise, the easiest thing is just walk your feet out to make it harder. And this is great for people that are runners or have any sport as well, because with the bent leg calf raise, this transfers to walking, this transfers to running. This is a life movement, and the tibialis is the same thing, because every time you lift your foot, you're activating the tibialis. So if it's weak, then you're going to stomp on the ground. Force is going to go up through your body to the next weakest thing, and you're just going to get gradually weaker and more damaged. So quick recap, bottom of the foot stretch looks like this. Top of the foot stretch looks like this. Back of the ankle strengthening and foot strengthening looks like this, and front of the shin strengthening looks like this. Now, I have one more point that I want to make, and it has to do with footwear. I used to wear really narrow shoes. I wear Vans, and they have two things. They have really high heels, and they have really narrow toe boxes. Now, I wear shoes that look normal, but have a wider toe box to allow my feet to be able to be stretched. And I also have zero drop, so there isn't any slight incline of the heel, which would tighten up the calf and Achilles. I'm not a footwear professional, I'm just showing you. I've been wearing these for 4+ years, and my feet have gotten better and better as I've done it. So my final message to you today is adapt this training style of taking something that is weak, regressing it down to a level that you can do without pain, and then building it gradually over time, getting stronger and stronger. And you will be able to reclaim things that you can't do now that you could do before, and you'll be able to do them again in the future. So I hope this helps. I'm gonna keep posting more of these videos every single day. And if you do wanna join in on the service, the programs, the coaching, that's all available on the Pain Free app. I'll leave a link to that below.